Howdy everybody, TSS958 back here again. Double checking to make sure my mic was on this, and then I'm actually talking. But anyways, I'm back here again, and basically by popular demand, kind of surprising, we're back here in Skyrim. No Man's Sky. I've had a few people asking me about the game, and I know that a lot of people out there are actually, you know, kind of starting to take a second look at this game and think, maybe it's worth it, maybe I'll enjoy it, sort of thing. I know I've had quite a few people ask me some questions, and they may have been persuaded at the end of it to actually, you know, give the game a try. I definitely say go for it. However, I guess today I don't really have much to do, but other than basically kind of give you guys some information, and basically if you guys have questions or want to talk about anything about the game, possibly the updates coming out, or what the game is now, because I know a lot of people still think that the game is basically you're running around gathering materials endlessly for no apparent reason, which is not the case anymore. The game has changed quite a bit, and it's actually quite intriguing and quite interesting now with its own story, with a bunch of different new materials, different abilities, and a whole bunch of new stuff in the game. And I guess I'll talk a little bit about, you know, what may come up in the game as well. If you guys have any questions and you guys want to strike up a conversation, it's much appreciated and encouraged, because I'm not going to be able to talk for 2 hours just on, you know, what is and may be. But it should be pretty interesting. Again, questions are encouraged, and please ask them. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities and stuff like that. And let's keep the hate low, please. Yeah, honestly, like, this is a really good game. If you don't like it, I mean, power to you, your opinion, but that doesn't necessarily mean that our people aren't going to enjoy it either. So, please, you know, keep the questions, you know, realistic and kind of on point, let's say. Anyways, I guess with that, I've already done all the settings on my end for the stream itself. No, I didn't actually. I lied. Hold on a second, folks. No, yeah, I did. I did do all the settings. Hold on a second here. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Alright, wow, I'm getting really fast at that. Anyways, let's go in here and we'll see what we're at. And I have a few things that I'm going to be running around and doing, but mainly I'm going to be trying to talk to you guys about the game and stuff like that, any questions that you may have. Let me go here and do that, and now we will join everybody in the stream itself as we are loading into the game here. Hey James, welcome to the stream, thanks for joining in. Jason, also welcome to the stream. Thank you very much, Jason. Last night was it's always interesting with Roosterman 775. I'll say that much. It definitely is interesting. But it was a different stream last night. Thanks for joining in on that one. Ugh. Alrighty, let's see here. Okay, so... Whoop. I can check that on my phone. I just got a notification about my community that I got going here. Alright, so I did change around my base a little bit. I'll start out with that, I guess. I tried to square it up a little bit. I have a feeling that with the update coming up and everything, I'm gonna have to wind up finding a new home again. Probably gonna set up the base the same way, but we got our landing pads here. They were actually over a little bit further before, and it was just weird. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it flowed. So I wound up deconstructing them and reconstructing the landing pads, the guest landing pads, kind of closer in line with the actual main door of the building. The main building, I should say. We also, what else did we do? We moved our storage containers. They were just kind of over here, and I was like, that's a weird spot. So I moved them to the other side of the base, and I also moved my, like, you know, kind of main meeting point and everything a little bit towards the front of it as well. But I have finished construction on my Biodome. I don't know if I showed you guys this yet, but I have finished construction on the last Biodome. My base is currently at 99% complexity, so I can't add anything more. So this is basically what we're getting. We got our Boomin Pearls there. We have our useful materials growing here, and then we got this room full of Boomin Pearls as well. And then we got a third one over there, and I think I get about 800,000 every time I sell these guys, maybe a little bit more than that. So not a bad setup there. But I did change these ladders into stairs. Flow's a lot better. How is that getting low? I don't get that. Ugh. God, James. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, my controller is about to die. I did not realize that. So give me a second here, folks. You're gonna lose me. I'm gonna change out my controller real quick. Get a fresh one here. Alright, that should be back there. We're gonna put this guy on the charger so he charges for next time. And I got my new controller, and I'm back. Okay, so basically what I have been doing. That's a new one. Interesting. Alrighty. Let's see here. We got that exo unit. Oh, our ship's still here. Okay, so it can kind of tell you guys what I am going to be kind of focusing on while I'm talking to you guys about the game. We'll just jump in Kuntosh Diablo, and what I'm going to be focusing on. Hey, Nightbot, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Alrighty. What I'm going to be focusing on kind of while stuff is going on here, and we're talking, is I am going to be focusing on finishing the construction of my farm that I am reconstructing on my freighter here. In for a landing. Hold on a second here. I can't do anything. Okay. So basically, I am going to be focusing on finishing up my freighter construction here. My new freighter, I should say. And with that, we're going to need a lot of thamium, I will say that much. So we moved our international or galactic trade module there. We have a bunch of Boomin Pearls kind of built up here, and I have changed the colors around and stuff like that. However, we are going to need 52 more Boomin Pearls for this room. And then, what I also decided I'm doing is I built a couple small rooms off the edges here. But I need to double check my complexity of the base on my actual freighter. So, I guess this is kind of a good point to start out, basically saying that when the game first came out, yes, it was just, you know, basically running around, discovering different planets and locating stuff, and, you know, maybe finding a new starship and stuff like that, and finding new finding new planets and discovering, getting units and stuff like that. They have added a ton more. I know that's where a lot of people left off because they got, you know, kind of lost interest in the game, so to speak. So basically they added a whole bunch of stuff. You can now set up your own home base and everything, and you can start building a base of operation for yourself that you can always go back to, and you have like kind of a safe haven, if you will, which I have done here. And basically there's a bunch of different stuff, from different building construction to different missions you can do for your base and stuff like that. Another thing that kind of got added to the game later on was those freighters that I was just at. And basically freighters are a massive storage unit, along with a mobile base that is on them as well, which I am building a farm out of, as you can see. So those are two of the newer things that are added since, you know, basically the start of the game. They added these really cool different vehicles that you can get around with, and they make travel a lot faster and a lot easier. And, you know, they've added a whole bunch of, like, different inventories, and, like, your starships now have 2. I only have 1 because this is a pre-update ship. But you can now, you got your general, your technology slots, and you have a cargo slot area. Wow, I need a lot more iron. We're gonna have to work on that. Anyways, so that's just a couple of things that they added, and it's just, there's a lot more to do in the game, as you know, as long as the story mode as well, which I've completed. There's a whole bunch of other side missions that you can grab from the International Space Station that's up in space, and they give you a bunch of side missions there, along with, you know, I think there's 3 main story quests that you can do, so there's definitely some stuff to keep you occupied now, rather than just running around different planets and discovering them. Alright, let's see, what do we got here? So we are going to need 52 of those Boomin Pearls, which I believe need 100 thamium each, right? Did I pass them? I passed it. Yes, they need 100 thamium each, so that's going to be, what, 1,520? I think. Let me check that real quick. 52 times 100 is 5,200. Wow, I was way off. I can't do math right now, as we all realize. Wow, we're gonna need a lot of thamium. Alright, well, the other thing that I kind of want to explore is that I actually have not explored with this. They added some new technologies. One I've done a little bit with, but I haven't done anything with the other one. I have not done with anything with these atmosphere harvesters. So we're going to take a look into doing something with them, along with, we're going to place another autonomous mining unit and see how much they've changed. I've done a little bit with these, but I don't know how much they've changed within, like, the past updates, so we're going to take a look at those as well. So let's go ahead and let's see what we need. We need we need 2 Voltic cells. We need 1 heat caliper, or capacitator. Wow. And then we need 2 acids. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll make our 2 Voltic cells, because that's easy enough. Well, why'd you go up there? Alright, now we need to look into that heat capacitor. We need Biodome and we need frost crystals. Okay, let's go see what we got in storage. Ooh, and I need to see what I can collect from that thing as well. Nope. It's gonna be this one, I believe. Yes, it is. Alright, so that means we're gonna have 100 left over. And then frost crystals, I know we don't have a ton of those. We just need 200. Okay, so let's go collect some real quick. So we still have that reserve. A little bit. So the other thing that I actually did do this, and this is actually kind of cool, something I did figure out, is when you actually scan a plant, it'll tell you a bunch of stuff about it. Now, something that I found out that is really cool is you can scan the plant and it'll tell you how much growth time it has remaining. Meaning until it's fully grown and you can harvest it again. So this one has 43 minutes and 45 seconds. Now, I collected a spidonium, whatever you want to say, or cactus flesh now. And its growth time from a basic seed pod, whatever you want to call it, was 118 minutes. It was ridiculously long. I then went over here and collected a Boomin Pearl and wanted to see how long it would take to grow. And it was only at 80 minutes, so significantly less on the growth time. So when I said that I feel like the Boomin Pearls are going to grow quicker and I can collect them quicker, I was right. I just didn't know how long it was a difference and if it would be worth switching over to the Spidonium to make the... Well, what did I want to make? Some sort of gel. It was a gel. Not here. It was... What was it? Not this. Unstable gel, maybe? What the heck? Alright, now I am lost. Yeah, unstable gel, there it is. Yeah, so, like, you need the Spidonium to make these unstable gels, which are worth 80,000 units a piece, which is a lot. But I don't feel like it would be worth doing that 118 minute wait time, in all honesty. So, we were looking at... What were we looking at? We were looking at... I need to go off base again. I really wish the fade distance was a lot farther out. I'd really like a better... Like, that's why I built this here, because I wanted that awesome view. Which, I mean, I get it when I'm out here and stuff, I think. But... Actually, you get it more clearly when you're in the ship, but you don't get it when you're, like, on foot, which is kind of stinky. Anyways, alright, we need one heat caliper. Alright, so we were gonna go collect some materials here. And then I got sidetracked, explaining the difference in growth times and what happens when you actually analyze the different plants, which I found out and I thought was awesome. Because I've always wondered, like, how much longer is this going to take? And now you can actually find out exactly, which is nice. Alright, we needed, alright. You're going to take 40 minutes, wonderful. Luckily, we have enough of that stuff. Alright, we just need to grab some more Korayzagan here. Let's go grab our Spidonium, which is here? Here, no, here. Nope. No, I'll poop. Here? There it is. Alright, grab that. And now let's go ahead and make ourselves a heat caliper. We only needed one of them. Alright, now we can... Nope, wrong storage container. Now we can put our Fervidium back. And frost crystals go here. And... Is that an overflow of zinc? I feel like that's an overflow of zinc. It may have been, but now I can actually move it over to exosuit high capacity. Alright, let's go ahead and go off base again, because you can't build that technology on the base. So... we need 2 acids. Let's see what we need for those acids here. We need fungal mold. Oh god, we're gonna need 1,200 fungal mold, and we're gonna need 50 mordite. Mordite, that... Why the heck... Okay, whatever. Let's see how much fungal mold we have. It's gonna be up here. or this used to be called Miriam. Ugh, we don't have a ton. Alright, let's go see if we can collect our fungal or Miriam here. And if we can't, we might go see if we can find a planet that has Miriam on it. Gave us 100. Oh, wow, that's not bad at all. That's only a 30-minute wait time. Okay. So, we probably don't have to find another planet to put, to see if we can collect them. We'll just wait for them to grow back, because that's really not that bad at all. Compared to what some of the wait times are, such as 118 minutes. Alright, there we go. Alright, oh, do we need more coprite? I mean, we only need 50, but let's go see if we can collect that coprite. Coprite. Here, coprite. That's mordite. Coprite. Alrighty. We needed coprite, didn't we? Watch, I collected the wrong thing. Nope. Come on. There we go. Yep, we needed mordite, not coprite. Anyways, where'd my mordite go? There it is. We'll just collect some more mordite here. Alright. And we can put these two things back. Into storage, that is. And then we're gonna go check out what we can get from that fuel canister and that treasure chest over there. We already have too much mordite. Well, whoops. Coprite can go away. Alright, that is it. So, let's go see what we can collect from these interactable decorations. Ooh, electron vapor, not bad. Ooh! Night crystal. Awesome. That'll be good to have. I don't know what it's used for exactly, but that'll be good to have. We only have one of them. So that tells me they're kind of rare, so that's a good thing that we were able to get them to spawn on our base. You can go to the freighter. And then... Alright, we are going to need a ton of thammium. So let's go check this guy out. He has 584 thammium. Alright, we'll just keep that there for now. Let's go and let's actually get rid of these two. No. We want antimatter. And then we want a warp cell. It's gonna use so much thammium, but that's really gonna help us actually. So we're gonna transfer these to our starship. And now our starship should have 5. Awesome. And now we need to go find a lot of thammium. Alright, let me check my notes here. I have been collecting, or gathering notes on different planets within my system. So, where the heck are my notes? There they are. I have a planet that has, let's see here. Oh, this is the one that we accidentally named it something we didn't want to name it. We just uploaded the name. I forgot to rename it like an idiot. Alright, we're gonna save this real quick. And now we're gonna go jump in Kuntash Diablo, and we're gonna take off towards, what is this one called? Fitem Besar Ea. The one that I accidentally forgot to rename. Because I'm an idiot. And I was tired. And I should have not tried to upload something when I was tired. But, you know, we all make mistakes, right? Right? So one of the things that I think happened in the update, which probably may have been intentional, was the fact that Thamium is a lot more uncommon, rare to find, so it takes a little bit. So when you find a planet that has a good supply of it or backup of it, I would definitely make sure you take note of it and make sure you can get back to it so you can gather it more easily. Because again, to me, it does not seem like it is very common anymore. So, and it's a very important material in building most stuff, and also in recharging your life support, which, if that goes away, well, bye-bye. We are almost there. Holy crow, this is taking a while. We are almost there. Are we gonna run out of fuel before we get there? Dang, we only reached a minute. Holy crow. We're totally gonna run out of fuel before we get there, I think. So, I guess this is a point where I can talk about, not that it is going to happen in the new update coming up, but one thing that I feel like they could definitely add to... Oh, while we're here, we can also gather some more iron, because we definitely need iron. One thing that I feel like they can add to the game would be a radio system for each system. So, like, for the Gex systems, you could have, like, a country style or some other type of music. Then for, like, Viking, you could have more of, like, a hardcore metal type of music. And then for the Corvaxian, you could have, like, a electronic type of music radio that would play, depending if you wanted to, like, you could shut it off or keep it on. That would play while you're traveling between planets, rather than having to, you know, sit there and listen to only the ambient music. Not that, you know, it's like, I understand you're supposed to get this sense of loneliness, like, when you're playing the game, because it's like you're in the universe by yourself sort of thing. But I feel like having that music isn't necessarily lonely, just because there are still other, you know, creatures around you. They just may not be other players at the moment. Alright, we will go ahead. Self-igniting storms. Wonderful. We are going to go ahead and we are going to start searching for some Thamium, which we got some right over there. And also, if we find a cave, we're going to wind up collecting a bunch of iron as well. Because our iron deposits are low. Or our iron reserves, I should say, are low. Maybe we should grab some zinc while we're here as well. What's our plutonium look like, actually? Well, plutonium is full. Okay. Lots of zinc. One of the best things that I think that might have gotten added into the game, and that I have, like, invested some time in doing, is building these deflector shields based on what type of weather you are trying to survive in. They're definitely very useful, and I wouldn't recommend building the lower ones. I've built all the Theta ones. I wouldn't recommend building, like, the Tau and stuff, just because they don't seem to last that long. But I have built the Theta ones, and they last quite a while. And basically, they just make sure that your protection against whatever you are trying to combat against, such as heat in this case, it just doesn't go down. So you can, you know, explore more, travel farther, and, you know, just basically not die as quickly, pretty much. Which is very nice in the long run. Not that it's necessary to have, but I think it's a good thing to work on after maybe you get yourself set up somewhere and you got all your basics that you need. They definitely do come in handy, especially in like stormy places and stuff like that, when you get caught out in a storm and everything, and it's like, oh no, I have no shelter that I can duck into. I'm gonna die. I know it might be more like that in survival mode and permadeath. I'm playing in normal, so it doesn't generally get too bad, but every once in a while, I'm like, oh, shoot, well, I ran out of protection, so. And if you don't have any grenades or the terrain manipulator, you kind of have to rely on a cave or something being nearby and ready to duck into, which it just necessarily isn't always there. As we can see on this planet does not really appear to have too many caves. Alright, let's see here. Is there seriously no thamium? Another thing I would say is if you're planning on settling down in a specific, what do you call it? Like solar system, or planetary system, I should say. I would recommend that just scope out each planet, make sure you know what's on it and what you're dealing with when you go there, such as weather, animals, and sentinel activity and stuff like that. And also, feel free to build yourself some loading docks for your different exo units that you can have around and use to travel. And make sure you use the right exo unit for the right planet, because if you put the, I call mine my gorilla, I think it's called the Nomad, maybe? I don't know. It's like the car one that you can get in the game now with, what was that update? I forget what that update's name was. Anyways, there was an update that added 3 different vehicles that you can use to get around the planets. The car one is very good for just, like, kind of planets like this, where you just have land and you're just going to drive for a while. Whereas your hover one is better for, like, the water planets because it hovers right over the water. And basically the car one and the Colossus, which is, like, the giant, it's like a giant, I call it my mobile command center. But it's like a giant truck that has a really high capacity to it that you can transport a lot of stuff on. Those don't necessarily travel in water that well. I will say that much. Okay, that looks like lightning to me. I thought my eyes were just getting really tired, but I don't know if you guys saw that flash. That actually kind of looked like it might be something along the lines of like some sort of storm aspect or something, which is actually really cool because that didn't used to be in the game. I thought my eyes were deceiving me before, but after that little display there, I think that might be something new in the game, which is actually pretty cool. I think James is around. I don't know how long he got timed out for, though. Ow. Hey, we got a cave over here. We're gonna duck into that, and we're gonna grab some iron. And, yeah, because our iron is, like, super low that we have on us, and we need that if we get into any space battles or other stuff as well. We need it for. Alright. I know the Sentinels are going to come after us because we're going to be harvesting too much for their likes. Alright, actually, I am going to be switching myself to the other side of the screen real quick, folks. Give me a second here. Bear with me. No, we do not want to end the broadcast. We don't want to do that again. I accidentally did that the one time, and I felt like an idiot. Alright, and upper left. There we go. Alright, I am back, although I am on the other side of the screen That's Detrium. We're not going to be able to break that with our laser. We also need more Marrow, or Antrium Marrow Bulb, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to collect some of that while we're here as well. You're fine, Jason. Let's see here. Give me your iron. There's Detrium in front of the iron. Now I got it. I'm like, that does not look like Detrium. Yeah. Iron is so much more, is so much easier to gather than, Thamium. Sentinel. Alright, iron, high capacity. Iron goes down here. Yeah. Zinc, high capacity. Antrium, high capacity. Go there. And you go there. You want to go away, Mr. Sentinel? Before I kill you? Hey, anime dude, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Good to see ya. Yeah, caves are like a really good resource as far as iron. Like I said, Thamium, it seems to be a lot more scarce and sparse as far as gathering it now. Oh my god, do you want to go away? Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Jerk. Bye. It's turning to nighttime. Oh. Gosh darn it. Oh, how did we get Viridium? Interesting. Where's this other... Okay. I was gonna say, the Sentinels are still after me? What the heck? Alright. Iron can move over, and move over. Viridium, we'll just put down there for now. Pugnium, we already have too much of, so we'll get rid of that. Iron can go there. Oh, right, we gotta recharge that. So, this is my starship. We don't want to be on that multi-tool. So, basically, you need a bunch of different materials to recharge stuff. What are these? Isotope? Yeah, so these are isotopes, are needed to recharge most of the things on your multi-tool, which we're trying to save Thamium, and I hate using Thamium as a charging point, so we're going to use our plutonium that we got on us, which I think plutonium is going to be the best fuel you can actually use for anything. That's why I keep quite a bit of it on me, because everything basically uses it to charge it. The heck? Why is there... Oh, it's coming from the ceiling. Duh. Hey, Tree Bear, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Good to see ya. So I think one of the first things you may want to focus on if you're just starting this game out, like, kind of fresh, would definitely be to kind of, like, upgrade your multi-tool. Because I know it's not going to be able to mine too much or, like, have a good damage output when you first get it. So focusing on your multi-tool, I think, might be one of your best survival strategies. Along with probably just kind of forming a base for yourself. Make sure you have a point to go back to if you need to. You don't have to have a super extravagant base, but having one to go back to is definitely nice. That and upgrading your inventories, I think, is going to be another big help as well. Let's see here. Let's head back inside real quick, or underground, I should say. Let us transfer the iron we got over. And another key point would probably be to avoid conflict, because depending on what you're playing in, you're probably not going to survive. I always upgrade my ship. I think your ship is one of the things it's not your main point of what you need to get done, but I definitely think your ship needs to get upgraded eventually, especially when you're warping and your warp distance. Upgrading your the damage output of your ship is definitely a big one, I think, because in a high highly turbulent, war-stricken area, the pirates that are going to attack you are going to be a lot stronger than they are if you're in a non-so, nope, not what I wanted. Ah, reload. Die. Where's this other guy? There he is. You want to die? Thank you. So, I definitely think that your ship may not be one of the main things you need to focus on right away, but I definitely think your ship should get upgraded at some point. Especially if you really like it and you want to keep it for a while. I definitely recommend upgrading them. It makes stuff a lot easier to, like, go through and everything. I disagree with that one, Tree Bear. I have yet to find a ship that is fast enough to fly away from pirates that is going to be able to withstand their fire as well. Because when you're in, like, a high war area, you will get attacked up to, like, I think there might be 8 or 9 pirate ships that spawn at once. And with all of them shooting at you at once, you don't really stand much of a chance of survival unless you have a high deflector shield and a way to fight back, honestly. So, also, like, getting the new scanners that they added to the game, such as your economy scanner and your conflict scanners, are going to be a big help as well. Like, if you're all about avoiding the conflict and everything, it's going to be a lot easier to recognize conflict with those scanners on your ship rather than without having them because you didn't upgrade that portion. Whoa, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't realize my gun did that. That's actually really cool. Awesome. Alright, can we turn my light on here? There we go, flashlight. Alright, we got any more antrium or anything around here? Well, let's transfer this iron over. I think we're gonna have too much iron now. Transfer zinc. Goodbye. And transfer you. Yeah, we got too much iron now. We'll get rid of the excess stuff. And the excess zinc. Alright. So, back to our thamium hunt now that we got quite a bit of iron. Oh, I should probably actually recharge my I shouldn't have got rid of that extra zinc. Oh well. Let's recharge this, because you need zinc in order to charge these things. Hey Sam, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining back in. Good to see you again. Especially if, the other thing is if you accidentally hit a sentinel, or don't mean to, and you wind up with those sentinel ships on your tail while you're in space, those things are annoying as heck, and it's not like they ever end. I have yet to find the end of a sentinel spawning period, especially in space with the ships and everything, because they just keep coming. I've completely wiped out sentinel groups before, and literally they spawn more of them. And I was like, what the heck? I don't have the resources in order to defend myself or anything right now. Encoding your live streams. Are you using software on your computer? Because if you are, I'm not too familiar with that thus far. I haven't really done it yet. I'm planning on getting into it, but I haven't done anything like that on my laptop yet. As far as the PS4, I think it should just do it automatically. You shouldn't have to do anything. Interesting. As far as I know, YouTube just does it for you. I didn't even know you, like, that you had to encode it yourself. I thought it just happened on Mac. See, I don't use Apple products, so I wouldn't know too much about that, actually. Let's grab this zinc. And we will transfer you to high capacity. Now we have one over. That's funny. Alright, we need more thamium. There we go. Like I said, this planet seems to be pretty good with its thamium roots that it has, so that's why I want to make sure I made a point of remembering it. Because you can't, unfortunately, you can't grow some of these basic plants on your base, so making sure you know where to get a lot of these, like, they're on every planet, but as always, every planet is going to have a different spawn rate of each style of planet, such as zinc, the plutonium, the thamium, and chrysonite, platinum, and I think that's all of them. Oh, iridium. Iridium's on every planet, but on some planets it's actually extremely rare. So when you find a good planet with iridium on it, I also recommend making sure you make a point of saving that somehow as well. Ah! What do we need in order to build that thing? We need acids. Do we even have an acid yet? We do not. That's not where acids are. That isn't either. This is. Acid. We need fungal mold. Okay, yeah, no, we don't need fervidium. Those are a couple of the mods that I have, Sam. They basically, since I can't always 100% monitor chat, they basically kind of do it for me. And they just make sure that chat stays at the level that it needs to, basically. Except for Nightbot. Nightbot's just kind of a bot that we have on the channel that says stuff over and over to make sure the word gets out there. So people don't have to type it every time if they're a moderator or anything. So he's kind of like a notification mod, if you will. Let's see here. Is there any thamium? Oh, there's a big clump of thamium. We're gonna go after that. So, one of the things that I've heard rumored in this next update is they're supposedly getting rid of the hop, skip, and a jump move. That's what I'm calling it, the hop, skip, and a jump move. Basically, if you want to get somewhere faster, it does use quite a bit more of your life support and everything, but if you want to travel a little bit faster and you don't want to necessarily run or walk, there is a little bit of a kind of cheat, if you will. Not really a cheat, just like a trick that you can use to travel across ground faster without vehicles or anything. And basically, you jump up, and if you melee and jump at the same time, it propels you forwards through the air. So like here, I'll do it in a second. So I can do my melee and jump, and we can see that I'm going through the air now at a pretty good rate. You just got to make sure you have enough fuel in your jetpack here to make it where you need to go. And then, you know, basically by that time that's over, you should be able to run again. But basically it allows you to travel a little bit faster rather than just like I'm moving forward and I propel myself into the air, and obviously I'm not moving quite as fast now. I've heard rumors that they're supposedly getting rid of that, but I really don't see why, because it doesn't really hurt anything. There is a milestone for distance traveled by foot, and when you do that, it doesn't count you traveling by foot, so it's not like you're cheating on that milestone or anything at the same time. So I really don't see why they would get rid of that, but I have heard rumors about them doing it. Like I said, they're rumors. I really don't know how legitimate that is going to be. I certainly hope they don't get rid of it, because a lot of times it definitely does make travel a lot easier. Oh. Are the mods real people? Yes, they are real people, Sam. The animal, there's different animals on different planets. That just was one of the two walking dog thing on this planet. And they all have weird little names to them and stuff like that that I really don't bother learning too much. I just like observing them sometimes. Let me see if I can find one here. Let's see. Oh, hey. There's a word totem over there that we're gonna go grab. Alright, it does not look like there is one near me. Oh, wait, there was one over there. There is one over that way, so we will go back that way after we go grab the word totem that I think was over this way. Oh, and our deflector shield ran out again, so let's charge that. There it is. I'm skipping the jump move. So basically that's another thing that has kind of been in the game from the start. Gek word for next is when you first like wake up, so to speak, on whatever planet you're on, you don't know anything really. You don't know the language of the alien races that are in the world, in the galaxies, or anything. So basically part of the whole game is learning these languages so you can better solve their puzzles and clue together things that you find out while you're playing the game about each race. So whenever you find those, it's kind of good to collect them, because later on, if you talk to a alien life form and they're like, if it's a Gek, it's like click, 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 get just a bunch of gobbledygook, unless you know the words and have learned the language. So learning language is actually a pretty big part in this game. It doesn't require much to do other than finding ruins and totems and, you know, word relics and stuff like that, so. Oh, whoop, that's a giant pothole. Can we have what on our base? Oh, the animals? Sometimes I think animals will wander onto your base. I don't necessarily think that the game is meant to support them being there. So sometimes you'll get some weird stuff glitching them out, like in and out of your base itself and stuff like that. So I don't think they're technically supposed to be there, but I think they can wander onto your base at points in time. Alright, there's one over there. Now, I don't know... Oh, hello. That is a fly horse. Come here, you little fly horse. So, you can scan these animals and it'll give you units for scanning them. It'll tell you their age, it'll tell you their gender, vectorized, and it will tell you their temperament, which means if they're going to attack you or not. Amenable. It'll tell you what they basically eat, their diet. So this is a herbivore. It'll tell you their weight, and it'll tell you their height as well. So, you know, that's kind of cool with the scanning and everything. And, you know, again, you can earn units by scanning multiple different animals and plants and stuff like that. So let's go see what our giant dog, two-legged, walking armadillo guy is. Alright, he is elderly, gender female. He's not going to attack us because he's docile. He's a vegetarian. He weighs 233.03 kilograms. I lost him. And he is 5.15 meters tall. Alright, it looks like we got something flying up here, which we already discovered. Hibinator. He's a herbivore. He's mature. Asymmetric. Interesting. Some of the gender types in this game really throw me off sometimes. Oh, we got some thamium over here. We're gonna go collect that. Oh, we got a bunch of thamium over here. Alright, excuse me, Mr. Armadillo Dog. We're going by here. Oh, there's another word relic. We'll grab that while we're over here on our way to the other thamium. There's male, female. That's really it. I mean, I guess you can claim as, like, bisexual and stuff like that, but other than that, it's male and female, as far as I know. I think Canada has... I haven't even researched Canada a lot, but as far as I know, they have quite a few different things you can, classify yourself as over there. Gmail has 5 options? What the heck? Uh-oh. Oh no! Excuse me for a second. Wait, no, what the heck was that? That was weird. I thought my laptop was dying. It is not. My laptop just decided to go black for a second. Interesting. Anyways, grab this thamium. And moving on now. Let's see what we got. What do we got? What do we got? What was over there? Nope, that's just more plutonium. We don't need any more of that. We already searched that crashed module. So yes, the other, a big change in these crashed modules is when you used to search them, I forget what they used to give you before an update that added nanite clusters. I think you used to just get units from them. Or you might have gotten blueprints from them at one point, actually. That is no longer. Now you get these things called nanite clusters, which are a second form of currency that you can use to buy stuff from space stations and, like, blueprint upgrades and stuff like that. So, basically, now you actually need materials to be able to repair them so they open, so they give you the nanite clusters. Where you used to just be able to walk up to them and say, hey, I'm here, knock knock, and it would give you nanite clusters. So, that's kind of interesting that you now need certain materials in order to unlock them and get those nanite clusters from them, which I think adds a very cool element to the game of, again, you need to collect the certain materials that you need in order to get what you want. Versus where in the beginning of the game, it was basically just collect these materials because, well, because you can. And, like, there really wasn't much to do with them. Now, all the materials basically have a purpose to them and why you need to collect them. Whereas in the beginning, that didn't necessarily exist. Now, I haven't been able to really test the multiplayer functions of the game, just because I've not been able to meet up with anybody, and my counterpart to the channel that helps me out a lot most of the time, Jay-Z, has seemed to have just kind of disappeared from the game. So, I really hope he can join back in and we can meet up again, but I don't know when that's going to happen. So if anybody would like to meet up, I would definitely, you know, be all for it if you want to try and do that, and I will help you get here if you can. Like I said again, though, I don't know if this new update that's going to be coming out, which is suspected to be mainly multiplayer heavily based, but as always, you know, the game still needs to progress in some way in the single player aspect of it. So I'm sure they're going to be adding new stuff. One of the things rumored is to be a submarine exo unit, because there isn't one. The only ones you have now are really, really slow underwater, and they don't move very fast, and the only other one is it hovers above water, so it's kind of hard to collect stuff that's under the water. But anyways, that's rumored to be in it. Again, the whole thing is rumored, is thought to be mainly multiplayer based, which a lot of people are upset about, but a lot of people are happy about. I think it's going to be a good thing. Actually, I was watching a video, a recent person that I subscribe to, who actually does some pretty good videos on No Man's Sky, and it's actually pretty good at, is the Hidden Panda Show. He's actually pretty cool. Check him out. He has some good points of view, and I think he has a very good biased opinion on the game. While, you know, it's like some things may not be wanted or liked within the game may need them to progress forward and still survive. Because I know there are a lot of people that might be coming back to the game because they're actually finding the game interesting now, because what was said it was going to be in the game is in the game now. Again, notice I did not say it was promised to be in the game at launch, because it wasn't promised to be in the game at launch. It was just said it would be in the game at launch. Or, it would be in the game, not at launch necessarily. Anyways, that's a whole different argument. I'm not going to get into that too deeply. I get a little aggravated with that when people go on about it. It's like, no, it was not promised at launch. You just thought yourself, oh, he said it was going to be in the game, so it has to be at launch, and that's going to make the game perfect. I disagree with a lot of people's viewpoints these days, as they don't understand how hard it is a lot of the times to code games nowadays. So, anyways, like I said, different argument. Not gonna get too deeply into it. What the heck? Why did I lose that? Hold on a second here. What phone do I have? I have a Samsung Galaxy S7. Zinc. Pervidium. Thamium! Word totem. Going this direction. Got any more thamium around? Oop, there's some over that way. Away! So, like, see right now, if you didn't have this protection on, that storm meter, like the heat thermal meter, would be going down super quickly, and it would almost be impossible to survive for too long without having that up, because if that's not up, you're basically getting hurt, and that's not a good thing. Alright, let's see here. So having that, like, deflector shield to kind of boost that area is really helpful, if you ask me. Let's stay away from that plant. Let's see here. Looks like we're getting to a top of a mountain here. This will give us a good view of the lay of the land. Is that thamium over there? No, that is a plant that is going to hurt me. What's that? That is zinc. For Vidium. Just do a scan real quick. Lots of plutonium. Thamium back over this way. So yeah, definitely this this planet, because I mean, back on my home planet, I can. It's basically an island planet. So like it's covered in water, and then there's islands everywhere. Each island, I can barely find thamium on each island. So, like, this is a way better terrain for the thamium to find. And like I said, going back to, you know, not every planet is going to have the same spawn ratio of each plant. So make sure, if you find a planet that has a good spawn ratio of the plant you want, make sure you make note of it. Alright, let's see here. And that's another thing that has definitely gotten a lot better in the game, is like just what is logged on each planet with the game itself. Like I said, each planet is going to have like basic materials on it, like iron, carbon, plutonium, thamium, chrysanite, platinum, iridium, zinc. I think that's it. And then, like, usually they'll have some sort of, like, rarer material, such as iridium, emerald, or something like that on them. But that's not guaranteed that that material is going to be on every planet. It usually just has one type of rare material on it, along with the iridium that is basically on every planet. But each planet has a different spawn ratio of how common that resource is going to be. Antrium is on every planet, or marrow bulb, if you will, is on every planet. However, again, it's not exactly super common on every planet. So make sure when you find it, you gather it if you need it. Because the planet, it's also most common in caves. The planet I'm on does not have a lot of caves and does not have a lot of antrium. So when I find it, I like to gather quite a bit of it. You go to high capacity. You go to high capacity. Alright, we're almost full on antrium, which is a good thing. 11. Oh, come on. 4 more. And then we'll have a full stack and we don't gotta worry about it for a while. Well, that's too much. Get rid of that excess. Alright. Let's go back this way so we don't get lost in the cave. I see daylight! Oh no. I hit one of the iron stalks and I didn't fly the way I wanted to. Oh, hey. So these are, you can build these on your base. They basically give you some sort of rare artifact from each of the alien races that you can interact with, such as Viking, Gek, or Korvaxian. Thamium! We need so much thamium. I'm gonna be collecting thamium for forever. We do need a little bit more Iridium, actually. Maybe nah. We don't necessarily need it right now. Let's plutonium. Plutonium. 8 minutes away. Those are plants that will hurt me. Hey, Thamium. Just kind of wandered into that one. Nice. We're gonna need to use some of that Thamium in order to recharge our life support here. Ooh, Thamium on top of the hill. There's Thamium in this valley. I guarantee I would not have found this much Thamium back on my home planet. I will say that much. Whee! Grab you. Grab you. So another thing, like, along with that multiplayer aspect, a lot of people are thinking that you may be able to start seeing other people's, like, starships, and they may even actually give the characters, like, an actual avatar now, rather than just a floating orb. However, the floating orb did kind of fit into the storyline of the game quite well. What I think would be cool, to, like, kind of reamp the story again, would be if they added a way for you to try and save the Atlas. Because as of the end of the story, the Atlas is not doing so well. And you figure this out, and you are faced with an option that you have to choose between doing A or B, basically. And, you know, I guess it's mainly up to you, but basically, it would be cool if they continued that on with another segment of the story itself, where you could actually choose to try and help the Atlas, rather than, you know, the fate that it is running into at the moment. I mean, that would be definitely interesting. I don't know if I have all of the glyphs that I need in order for you to be able to travel here, though. That is one point that I actually have to work on, is getting those glyphs for you getting here. Unless the glyphs are just what are, like, actually at the portal when you first charge it up. Uh-oh. We are in trouble here. Luckily, I am prepared. Alright. For Vidium. Yes, that is one thing that they did add. Actually, it might have been in there from the start. Basically, you have this little compass up at the top of the screen, and you can see a little ship symbol. It says it's back that way, and it is currently going to take me almost 11 minutes to get back to it, basically, if I traveled on foot. Now, if you were to lose your ship, you can simply call your ship to you. However, that is going to, when you take off, it's going to use fuel from your launch thrusters in order to take off, so I usually don't do that. Hey, Elias, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. I mean, very true, Sam. What mode are you playing on, actually, Sam? Because I don't think... Can we meet up if we're in the same mode? I don't know if that's possible. Because I literally only play one save, and it's the save that I've had since the launch of the game. Hey, you're fine, Elias. No worries. Also, I hope you had a wonderful camping trip. Okay, I am currently playing in normal because that's what it put me in when the saves came out, and it just said, okay, this save is normal. I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. Like, I've tried survival. It's just the fact that I don't feel like trying to work towards everything that I already have again. I get very... That gets very tedious to me, and to the fact where it's like, I just don't want to do it anymore. Gosh darn. Where the heck is this mountain? There we go. Alright, let's turn our flashlight on here. But yeah, definitely, if we can find out a way, and then you really wanted to join up with me, Sam, I would have no arguments against it. Hey, Drew, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Hello there, D Supa. Welcome to the stream. I don't see why not, Elias. We can definitely work that out at some point in time. I mean, are you in the community or on Twitter? Still looking for more thamium. You are not. Okay. Well, if you join the community, it's going to be a lot easier to try and find me and message me. TSS958 Gaming on PlayStation. Well, that's the thing, is I can't really do friend requests at the moment, Elias, because of the situation that I have with the friends list and everything, where if people do want to join, eventually we will have to friend request each other, I think. But at the same time, when someone else wants to join a different game, I'm going to have to wind up getting rid of people in order to have them on the friends list, to have them and invite them. So that community is definitely going to be a strong point for getting together and doing stuff. Wait, who are we talking about with, Drew? Ah! Gosh darn it. Is there any thamium around here? Oh, there's some. Back this way. My question has been answered. Oh, there we go. How did I miss that one? I mean... alright, sorry, I was catching up again. Yeah, like, who are we talking about doing it with? And, I mean, are we talking about using my channel, Drew? Or do you just want me to be there, sort of thing? Ah. Let me go towards my thamium, please. Ow, that's a rock. Or ground. I mean, I guess that would work. I guess I don't know, like, if someone else is willing to put that together, just because I don't know how we would do it. I guess I would definitely join in and see if we could get something going with it. And I could get, Jay-Z to do something with Nightbot as well, where he could, like, do a special notification or something. We have no thamium near us. That's like what I'm saying, like I could get Nightbot to say donate to this. Like I would have to talk to Jay-Z though. And we could definitely change Nightbot and like have him say something special for that stream. Can I scan, please? Thank you. Dang it. All plutonium now. Let's head over this way. How much thamium do we actually have? Alright, we're not even at 2,000 yet. Oh boy. Okay, well, we'll definitely talk about it, Elias. We'll have to set something up. And Drew, I mean, I can't make any strong. I mean, the thing is like, with my schedule and everything, I could definitely do something as far as a stream on, like, a Wednesday or Thursday. Well, actually, it would probably have to be a... Well, see, here's the thing. I could probably definitely do something not on this upcoming Thursday, but maybe on the Thursday after or a Wednesday, but I would eventually have to probably kind of book out because I do Wheels Wednesday. But I could definitely do something during the day with you guys. Any other day is going to be really hard to try and do something just because of the, like, the rest of my schedule and, like, the times that I work and everything. Like, if you're saying you want to do a stream from, like, 12 till 6 p.m., like, some days I won't be around, so I can't, like, promise that I'll be able to do a stream on, like, a day other than probably a Wednesday or a Thursday. Like, eventually, though, I would probably have to leave at some point, because on Thursdays, I do a stream over on, Racerman's channel, to, like, kind of help him out. So, like, but we don't usually start until, like, 10:30 p.m. So, like, I could definitely plan something for, like, during the day on a Wednesday or Thursday. Why am I in here? I don't want to be... Nope, son of a bum. Let's see here.
Technology recharge.
let's see. And yes, if we're talking about, like, during the day on, like, the other weekdays and weekends, like, that's exactly it. Like, with my work and everything, I wouldn't be able to make any promises as far as joining in at a certain time sort of thing. Which is why a lot of times my streams start at, you know, 10:30 at night Eastern Standard Time, because it's like that's when I have the chance to actually start them and commit to them. I actually do have some bumper stickers. We're actually in the process of trying to figure out a new one, though, because of how the banner has changed and everything, so... Oh, we already collected those. Not a problem, Drew. Oh, I just made it. I saw some thamium as I was about to fall too. Isn't there some over here somewhere? Or not? Okay. I have found one other player's base. Actually, it was Jay-Z's, so like we were kind of intending on it. However, I have not run into any random player bases yet. I do know there's quite a few hubs and stuff out there that you can go to and find other people's bases, though. I just have not bothered to travel towards any of them, in all honesty. My scanner is still recharging. And I'm thinking that that may be something that might get added with like a update to the multiplayer of the game, is like a way to locate these hubs and like possibly where other players may be. Like it will tell you if there's an active base on this planet or something like that. And like I said, there like nothing has really happened as far as the update that I have seen in news lately. As of right now, it sounds like the Waking Titan ARG that is active again is still pretty just deadlocked at the time, and it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. One of the things that happened at the end of the ARG last time, the Waking Titan, the last time it was active to update 1.3, was Hello and like the company was supposed to send out these Atlas V4 passes, and a lot of people think that those passes, since they haven't been sent out yet, are going to be a clue towards what the ARG is this time, and like what puzzle needs to be solved or whatever about that. So I know that's the speculation right now. Again, I'm not super big on, you know, what's going on with the ARG or like all this, you know, conspiracy stuff about what may happen. But this is a little bit of what research I have done and what I have found out about like the ARG and what is going on with it. Let's do another scan. There is nothing. No thamium. What are we up to now? Oh, hey. Alright, we almost got the 2,000. Oh, I can't believe we need a total of 5,200 to make the rest of the Boomin Pearls that we want. Yep, I'm still drinking my Dr. Pepper. I'm... Hey, we found another armadillo upright walking dog thing. Let's see here. Oh, thamium up by him. So I seriously think the scariest planet that I have... Oops, excuse me. Have ever found actually had... it wasn't quite as big as a T-Rex, but maybe we could call it an Allosaurus type of creature on it. And it was actually a carnivore too, so like these things would start chasing after you and they did massive amounts of damage. It was actually kind of like, holy crow, this thing's gonna kill me. Like that sort of feeling. Hey, thamium. Hey, more thamium down this way. What do we got now? Alright. Let's see here. And this is just to finish off the one room that we have on that freighter. We got a thamium plant over this way. We're gonna need a lot of kelp sack now that I think about it as well. I should look into that. My favorite musical band? At the moment, it's probably... I think my favorite band probably is always going to be Pendulum. They're a British drum and bass band. And then a very close second, probably a possible tie for second, would be 1,000 Foot Crutch and Dead by April. Hey, thamium.
Incoming storm.
Oh, yay, storm. Hey, thamium, back up this way.
Protection falling.
Johnny Cash. Wow, that is a really big thamium bushel right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. That was really nice, finding that. Got another plant back over this way. Led Zeppelin. That's a good one. I have a little bit of his music on my phone too. I keep hitting the wrong button. I should probably think about getting some more zinc here, maybe. Hey, we got more Thamium back up this way. AC/DC, another good band. I have their music on my phone as well. Megadeth. I don't think I've actually listened to too much Megadeth, but I do know them. My health is sort of low, but I think we can survive for a little bit. We got some... That is not Thamium. That is a plant that will try and kill me. But will fail, like they always do. I'm surprised we actually haven't come across any more crash modules. Hey, there's another big clump of Thamium back over this way. That's not what I wanted to do. There's some Thamium. Oh, we got one thing over that way. Ow, what the heck? My thumb accidentally hit the joystick. And my guy just decided to do like a random move that way. Hello there, Mr. Thamium. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Plutonium. God, I really wish, missed my Thamium planet that I found way back before the update when, hey, welcome back, Drew. When, Thamium wasn't so scarce. I found a planet that literally had probably clumps of Thamium growing together in, like, by the 15 probably. And just collecting it, like, and they were really close to each other on that planet, too. It was insane. You could get Thamium, like, no tomorrow on that planet. I settled in that system. It was, like, I still think it was probably the best system I've ever been in. Because it also had, Miriam or something in it, which is one of the 4 really rare materials, and it was just such a great system. And then 1.3 happened, and the whole system just changed. The planets became something completely different, and I was just like, now I'm super depressed because this was such a great system, and then it was no more. Which is really why I'm hoping, like, this, 1.5 update that's coming out doesn't reset the systems. But if pattern holds, every update has reset the systems thus far. And I have a feeling that this one's going to do the same thing, so I'm probably going to have to wind up moving again, which kind of stinks. Oh, okay. Well, while we're here, we can go over to Discoveries. And let's upload these animals. No plants, locations, upload these guys. Hey, 6,500 units, yay! Now I know where I like myself in this game, the bottom right corner, I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna change it now, but there's Thamium plant over there. Thamium plant over there. Alright, let's go to this one first. And then we'll head off towards that other plant that's in the other direction. Why did only one of these highlight? Grab these. Alright, where's this other guy? Back this way. Oh, well. Jetpack ran out. Do a slow scan of the terrain. That's not Thamium. Temperature is currently 149.8 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty damn warm. Animal over there? Tis. Let's see here. Ooh, Thamium bushel over this way. What, you mean like compare the two games there, Drew, or something? Oh gosh. Well, considering the fact that I'm gonna need 5,200 instances of Thamium, I need quite a bit. Oh, okay, well, there's a couple things there with it, Drew. I don't really do, fright games, honestly. They don't really intrigue me that much, and honestly, I don't feel like I would be a very good, have a very good impact on any of those games if I were to play them, and I honestly feel like I'd be very biased towards one side of it, and I don't think that I want to be. I try and be, like, unbiased as possible about a lot of games, and, like, give you a true kind of review about them, or, like, input on them. So, like, me just not really liking horror games whatsoever in the first place, I don't think that would help the case. And then the second thing is I don't have VR, and I don't really plan on spending money on it, mainly because of the hours that I do play video games and stuff like that. The VR would probably do some pretty serious damage to my eyes and stuff. Unbiased, basically meaning, like, leaning towards one side because you have a preference or something. So it would be like me saying that... Oh gosh, let me think of a good one here. So basically saying, like, I like Brussels sprouts. Someone comes up and asks me, how are Brussels sprouts? Oh, they're amazing. They're the best vegetable ever. You'll never taste anything like them. When in all reality, it would be like they taste the Brussels sprouts and absolutely hate them. Or like someone else hates Brussels sprouts. You know, it's like me saying, like, well, I can give you my opinion and say, like, I love Brussels sprouts. They're really good. But to a lot of people, the texture and the taste of them is not pleasing. Like, that would be unbiased, basically. So, like, I'm saying I like them, but not everybody loves them, and you may not either. Alright, zinc. I'll have to check the... Ah, what the heck? Where am I? I fell in a hole. I need to recharge my life support, though. Here. Down. And I'll use that one. I did not notice I was about to fall into a crevice. Well, we found a pretty good place to recharge our iron reserves. Let's see, we got any thamium anywhere here? I don't see any. Let's go see what that is. Oh. This will be interesting. This is another, space, like, landing station. Let's see here. Thamium, thamium, thamium. We don't have any. Alright. Continuing forward. Well, good luck with that, Elias, and, thanks for joining in. Hope to catch you a little bit later. Do. A location found. Alright, how many things do we have here? I think we just got that one. We do. Okay. Wait, what? Which tool? Oh, the life support one? I did that.
Stabilizing.
So these things used to actually give you units, I think, and now they give you the nanite clusters, the new form of the currency, which I still kind of wish they would, I found a place to keep them, but I still just kind of wish they would make that a number value rather than a actual instance value that takes up room. But anyways, it's not that big a deal, I guess, but it would just be nice to have that as another number value like the units. But again, I'm sure there was a reason for making it a actual physical object rather than just an instance value. Mining tool. I haven't been using my mining tool. Oh, it's at 8%. If I need to, I'll recharge it. I don't necessarily need to do it right now. Let's see here. Ah, that's another cliff. Where the heck is my ship at, by the way? I think it's that one. Oh, jeez. Well, I'm gonna start heading towards my ship now. Okay, thank you for stopping by, Drew, and hope to catch you tomorrow night, and have a wonderful night. Why can't I climb this? Oh, wait a second. I don't know why I was about to, like, travel all the way back to my starship. Nope, that's not what I want. When I can literally just do this. We got a ship coming in? We do not. Okay. Ta-da! Wow, that was the fastest 30 minutes ever. Alright, anyways. Continuing on our thamium hunt here. Actually, how much do we have now? 1,000... 2,000, we almost have 3,000. Oh, whoops, our thing ran out. We'll just wait for the actual defense to go down all the way. I love how I'm walking on the side of a mountain. Let there be light. Oh, hey, there's thamium right here. I'd really love to run into another giant cluster of thamium right now. That would be so nice. Oh gosh. Hey, let there be light. What is this? Is this Viridium? So that's the sort of thing that you would put your autonomous miner on, and it would go ahead and mine that stuff. And it used to not take up any material that was there. Like it could just keep mining and mining and mining. I don't know if they changed that, but that's what it used to do. And they used to not cost any fuel to run. I think they do now. But again, I would have to check. I haven't tried using them for quite some time now. Just because I've been moving my base so much that it just didn't make sense to waste material on building them. Let's get up there. Oh no. Ow. Yay, storm incoming. Let me go up the hill. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's do a scan here. Plutonium. Plutonium. Lots of plutonium. Damn. Well, I hit the ground a little early there. Oh. Should probably, recharge that. Hey, Thamium. Oh, and there's some Thamium back over that way, too. Where'd this one go over here? Oh. I don't know if this is the one we were after, but... Well, we lost that other one, unfortunately. If there was another one. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. So it was like 2 of these together on that one planet. So you get like 10 of these Thamium bushes at once. And you would run into them like every, I want to say, I don't even know, like 50 meters probably. It was like insane the amount of Thamium you could collect on that planet. And then the update happened and it all changed to plutonium. And I'm like, no! But, yeah. What are we at now? Alright, we almost got our 3,000. Oh, what's that? Nope. Oh gosh, plant. Alright, it didn't hit us. Hey, there's a crash module and Thamium over this way. Thamium is more important than discovering a new location right now. Plant. Alright, didn't hit us. Really? Why did that one disappear so quickly?
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Oh, well, thank you. What the heck? Give me my thamium. Alright, it's back this way, I know that. There's one plant there. Oh my gosh. There's quite a bit of thamium around here, actually. Oh no. It didn't do that little hop, skip, and a jump trick. So, like, I was gonna make the distance that I thought I was gonna make. Alright, and then there should be one back over that way, which there is. Oh, just made it. I see some thamium over this way. Wait for our jetpack to finish going up here and run forward. Hop, skip, and a jump. Yay! We made it. Alright, there's that crashed module. Plutonium. Alright, it looks like everything that's left is plutonium. So, let's see about... Yeah, run forward and skip, hop, skip, and jump. Got it. Alright. Grab some more nanoclusters. So now it's not like you can just open these. Now you need carbon, iridium, and iron to open these. To like repair them so you can actually open them and get the nanoclusters from them. Those I believe used to actually give you new blueprints. And that's how I found a lot of the blueprints that, well, basically all of the blueprints that I have. I only have a few that actually had to be found in the new updates to the game. Everything else I found even before the first update for the game. Like, I mean, even like the first update even before 1.3. I'm talking like the very first patch, even before that came out. Oh, hey, we can call our ship here. Which is currently... Okay, that's not too bad. However, we are going to mark this as a landing spot as well. Actually, no we aren't. That's dumb. That's a waste of one of our beacons on this planet. If it still holds, you used to only be able to place 5 beacons on a planet, so you don't really want to waste them. However, you definitely want to make sure that you have your important areas marked as well. Oh, hey, we don't have these creatures found yet. Let me scan these guys. Grazing creature. Fearful. Yeah, alright. Let me go to discoveries. And we can just upload this creature. He's actually kind of a cool, like, looking... reindeer fox thing. It's actually kind of cool. So like one of the things that I'll show you real quick is under Gek. This is like where it tells you how many words you have learned total. I've learned 545 in this language, and I know 95 out of the 100 words that I don't know. what that is exactly. I should look that up. I really don't know, but like it tells you you're standing with them and everything like that. Vikine, I've learned 204. Corvaxian, I've learned 427. So, and I think I'm the highest I can be with all of the, yeah, I am. Alright, so like I basically can do anything when I talk to them. I can like basically talk to them however I want, pretty much. Alrighty. Oh, our thing ran out. Plutonium. Plutonium. Oh, wait. There's some thammium back up this way. Grab this stuff. Give me my thammium. The heck? Got some starships coming at us. Oh, there's some thammium back up this way again. Are you trying to, like, puke something up there, buddy? You look like you're in distress. Ah, really? You screwed up my flight pattern. Got more thammium back over this way. So there used to be a thing when you discovered all of the animals on a planet, I think you'd get a certain money bonus. Yep, there it is. 4 of 8 species discovered. Complete to receive 200,000 units. Interesting. So, we basically found 4 of the 8 species that are apparently on the planet. And, like, it takes a little bit to find, like, the last few. But once you do, you usually do get a pretty good payout for finding all of the animals that are on that planet. And again, that'll actually help you progress in one of the milestones that you can also complete within the game. Which I had done even before, again, 1.3 existed. I had the entire Gek language discovered before the 1.3, and then 1.3 happened, and I knew nothing. And I'm like, oh, yay. I guess it gives me something to do again. That looks like a really big thammium cluster, so there's no way we can really pass that up. Well, not really big, but a decent size, I shall say. Come on. Up. Again, why is it having us travel backwards? all the time now. Iron. Which we don't need, really. What are we at? Oh wow, we actually got a lot more. More than I thought we did. Alright, let's see here. We got 1. We have 2,000. We have 3,000. We're working on 4,000. Do I have enough thamium? I don't know. Alrighty, well, obviously I have not gotten to the goal of the thamium that I needed right now. However, it is about that time of the night, everybody. I'm gonna have to say have a wonderful night. Hopefully you enjoyed the content tonight. I know tonight was a little bit slower of a night. We're doing a bunch of material gathering to build some stuff up on our freighter and everything, but it needs to be done, and I hope that tonight was kind of an insightful night for some of you guys watching. And if you're checking this out later, hopefully this helps you out a little bit, whether you want to buy the game or you play the game and stuff like that, and maybe some of the stuff you didn't realize or some of the stuff that you did realize and it was just a good refresher. Or if you're buying the game, hopefully this, you know, may persuade you a little bit into getting it, possibly. Anyways, again, hopefully you enjoyed the content. Please leave a like, as I see a couple of you have done, so thank you very much for that. Also, feel free to leave a subscription, join the herd. It's a lot of fun having you guys on the stream. Makes it a lot more interesting to talk to you guys and have some good conversations. I'm going to continue to make the content, but I love having you guys around, and I'm glad that we can discuss stuff as well. Anyways, everybody have a wonderful night. Don't know what time it is where you're at, so have a wonderful morning, noon, afternoon, evening, nighttime, and don't forget to enjoy that midnight snack time, the most important one of the night. Anyways, hope to catch everybody in the next stream, and thanks everybody for joining in. Talk to you all later. See ya.